It's time to take off for a new season. And this time the challenges are bigger. The family is going to grow and we'll be on a new continent. It will be a great journey that requires a lot of planning.
And that's what we're going to talk about now.
Everyone going down to BC and we're trying to get to Itajaí. And what are we going to do in Itajaí, Francie? Tell us.
It's the day to see our big boy. He moved a lot last night. I couldn't sleep well.
He was restless.
Wow, he was really active, but the most important thing is that he's okay, right? But I'm here falling asleep.
It already started. We wanted to see his little face, but he was sleeping peacefully with his hand in his mouth.
Everything's fine.
Our boy is doing fine.
He's big, gained weight, and grew.
As for me, everything is exactly as it should be.
We also took advantage of the appointment to talk to the doctor about the plane trip, if I'll be able to travel, what she thinks. But really, guys, everything is fine.
The way is clear.
Everything is cleared. Whatever needs to be signed, like a medical report so I can board, she will sign it. We've already bought the plane tickets, so everything is moving forward, right? Now comes the bureaucratic part that we have to sort out.
Yeah, there are a lot of new things happening all the time. This video is going to be full of updates. Who knows? Maybe by the end of this video, this boy will finally have a name. Let's see. It's been hard.
We thought choosing the name would be easier.
Yeah, we have a few, right? Of course, we have our preferences, but we still haven't reached a consensus yet. Yeah.
We're testing them out, like calling them for a few days. Name. Poor thing, he's been confused since before birth.
He speaks very little. He says, no, he's not confused.
But anyway, we'll try to figure that out later because it's about time, right?
Yeah, and everything's fine with the baby. So now we're going to visit another member of this crazy trip.
And you guys are always asking about him.
A lot of people ask about Bronco. Let's go. Let's see how he's doing. When we get here, it's nothing but classics. Look, just classics. How beautiful.
That little purr.
That little purr.
The only part is when it gets to the gas station.
And the mission here now is to find the engine number. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's down there, right? The cylinder head goes up to here. Look, it's on this one.
Yeah, my friends, we didn't find the number. There was no way. It's the last step for us to get the Bronco registered in Brazil. But then we made some contacts and the inspection guy is going to come here to look for this number for us. Because we can't drive the car anymore and we don't want to take any chances, right? Taking it out on the road. So the inspection team is going to come here and try to find this number for us. They won't just try, they'll find it for sure. And from Guabiruba we head to Rio do Sul to meet with the SIGA-BEM team and Continental do Brasil. We shared our plans, and after 2 years of success in this partnership, we secured another year of sponsorship with Sigabem and Continental. And together we will explore more continents.
We're here being spoiled by the Sigabem team, guys. Look at this.
A little gift.
I was born to go fast. Drive safe.
Look how cool.
How beautiful. I loved it. But there's still more.
I guess this is for chewing?
Yes,
And this is for playing in the bath.
exactly. Look how cute it is.
Thank you. Thanks.
Everyone.
Thank you so much.
I didn't expect it. Thank you so much.
Another day of preparation here for our farewell to Brazil. And today I'm going to do one of those adult things. Those things that we need to do that have to be done. But we don't do it very happily. We do it out of obligation. I'll tell you in a moment what I'm going to do. França stayed here in Agronomica. And I'm going to Guabiruba. Once again.
Yeah, my friends, with a heavy heart.
It's just what you're thinking.
Trees they are singing to the song, and the wind is gently ringing. The bell brings the morning, welcome of the dawn. The voice of the robin, call of the dove, red leaves are falling, the barn owl is calling, the welcome of the dawn.
The dream is gone? Yeah, my friends, leaving William's house, I'll put William's Instagram here for you to follow. At the old garages, really great people. They really helped us out to sell the Bronco. Yeah, we wanted to keep the Bronco. However, we are moving. We are going to Europe. We don't have anywhere to store it. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to use the car. We'd have to find a place to keep this car stored. Of course, it was here with William, but he has his own things going on and all. We can't, take advantage of his kindness. So we'd have to find a place to keep this car. And with an old car like this, it's not good to just leave it sitting. Time goes by and we don't know when we'll be able to drive it, when we'll be able to, Everything's fine with it. Its paperwork should be issued soon, so it should be ready in the next few days. And the one who bought the Bronco was Padilha from Hot V8 from Dois Irmãos in Rio Grande do Sul. So soon this Bronco will be for sale there. He deals in classic cars. We made a good deal with him, man. Really great guy, and that's it. Yeah, it was a dream to have a V8, so my first V8 was the Bronco. It's a shame that I won't be able to. I was already thinking about the day I could take my son for a ride in a V8. But it won't be this time, it won't be with this Bronco, but someday we'll buy another one and that moment will still happen. God willing, so that's it, folks. The Bronco was just a brief chapter, just another story within this crazy story of traveling the world. He had his time. That time worked out well for us business-wise too, because we were able to share the container. So that helped a lot with our expenses. It covered our expenses, which are pretty high. So even though we sold it with a little bit of sadness, but also with a lot of joy, it was worth it. Everything went just as we imagined. That's what's most important, right? It's not easy, folks, because we ended up letting go of two dreams very quickly. The motorhome and the Bronco, so two dreams that we sold. But of course, they're just material things, that's how it is. Material things we have now, and soon we don't. We don't get too attached to that either, but yeah, we do get a little sentimental about it, but it's all good. The best thing for us was to leave Brazil with the Bronco and the motorhome sold, and we managed to do that. And there's more. This car I'm driving, this Onyx here, we still need to sell it. But this car is easier. It's a car for which we left a power of attorney here. We have friends who sell cars, and they've already offered to sell it for us. So yeah, this is much easier, right, than selling a motorhome or selling an old car. So things are about 90% sorted out. Now it's just gathering the rest of the documents and waiting for the flight date to Lisbon, Portugal. And that's it, folks. There's no way around it. The time is coming. Look, there are already 3 ready here. There are 3 in the living room, and here are 3 more that aren't done yet. Everything's kind of messy around here. Everything we have has to fit into 3 6 suitcases. No, it's simple, right? Who could do it? Huh? Look, guys, the car is loaded. It's almost time. The first stage, the travel stage, is about to begin. From Agronomica to Penha, and Francie, Leila, and I still need to get in. The car is already low to the ground. Good thing we have this car, right?
Heavy load, right?
Fran is a bit heavy. And so am I. And I gained weight right along with Francielle. You must have noticed, right? My face looks round in the...
Constantly at my mother-in-law's and mom's homes.
All the time. Only good food, right? Yeah, it's not easy, but that's going to change. Let's not blame Christmas. We've been overweight for a while, right?
The dogs will be howling in the early morning light. All are happy to be out in the ending of the night. Welcome of the dawn. The nights are turning colder, soon the falling of the frost.
We're at Navegantes Airport, and we arrived quite early. It's 9:30 in the morning now. Our flight is only at 12:10. And we arrived quite early because of all the France's paperwork. Because I'm pregnant. International flight. And we also have our furriest passenger, right, Francie?
Our special passenger, right? Layla. She goes with us in the cabin, as always, right? Layla can't even travel in the cargo hold because of her breed. She's brachycephalic, a Lhasa apso. So she absolutely can't go in those little crates and go in the cargo hold of the plane. She has to stay with us. But thanks to her size, that's allowed too, right?
That's right, she's under 10 kilos.
Yeah, anyway, there are a lot of rules, guys, about documentation. About choosing an airline. Yeah, whether you can fly or not because it involves weight and size, the size of the little bag to carry her. Layla flies as a pet. Honestly, I couldn't have handled all this paperwork on my own.
And now for the best tip. How do we get Layla's paperwork ready for her to travel?
Yeah, we always hire Pet Friendly from Sao Paulo. It's a specialized company. They will find the best way to take your pet anywhere in the world. And that's what's great, you know?
No matter what kind of pet it is, right? Big dogs, small dogs, cats, everything.
Exactly. I used to do it by myself before. I don't do it anymore. Because the laws are constantly changing. The rules are constantly changing. So, for example, if we had bought a plane ticket from Azul, we're flying LATAM. If we had bought from Azul, the plane ticket would have been cheaper, but it wouldn't have worked with Layla. So Layla, her weight would have gone just a little over.
It's very important for you to talk to the pet-friendly staff before buying the ticket, by the way.
Exactly. People even send messages to our agency asking about it, right? If we sell the ticket, if we make the reservation, if we handle the paperwork. Guys, the travel agency doesn't do that. You have to hire an agency that specializes in shipping pets, in shipping dogs or cats. And not a travel agency. We don't have the know-how to take on that kind of responsibility. We don't even do it ourselves, right?
We boarded here in Navegantes. Now the first stop is Guarulhos. Let's go.
Soon the summer will be over. You feel change is closer at
Deixa ela se espreguiçar, mano.
So, did you have a good trip? Did you have a good trip?
They are not forever gone. Like the springs, like the summer brings the fall. Like the clouds comes, only makes the number.
We're already here at Terminal 3 in Guarulhos, and now we need to eat something, right, honey?
Have lunch? We're really hungry, guys.
For lunch, we came here to TGI Fridays, chicken parmesan. But look at the size. You really have to be hungry, right? You have to be hungry or you have to be pregnant. As a good Italian, you can't skip it, right?
Não, mas é difícil, viu? Really good. Processed food, but it's really good.
We're on board now, heading to Lisbon. Excited, Francis?
Wow, I'm just thinking about the 10-hour flight, guys.
Oh, it's not easy. The flight is long, but it's part of it. We're on the ground now, the Portuguese. Yeah,
In Europe for the first time, guys.
first time in Europe, but we still have to go through immigration, right? So let's go over there. Let's go because we have some procedures to take care of.
The great part is I get to use my Italian passport now, right?
We went through immigration, we've already picked up our luggage, and now we're here at the veterinary control.
Yeah, 20 minutes for him to do the paperwork.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's fine. This way it's still registered in the EU.
Perfect, exactly.
Everything's fine with Lailinha. He just checked her chip to see if it was working and then gave us a receipt because you have to pay a fee. França will tell us how much the fee is. Look at my situation here. Suitcase pusher. And we had $40 saved with us, 40 US dollars, and we're going to exchange it for euros right here as soon as we arrive so we can have a little bit of cash. European. And Portugal is very famous for being a very safe country, right? We sat at the table for coffee and the coffee has already arrived. And there's a guy sitting here, but look over there, it's just his suitcases. He just got up, went over to the other side, to Starbucks, ordered coffee for himself, and he didn't say to me, hey, keep an eye on my backpack or anything, nothing. He just got up and left. And he's over there, totally relaxed at the counter ordering coffee. França just ordered too. Coffee isn't food.
And we wanted to go to the Portuguese bakery that's right next door, but there's nowhere to sit, and we really need to sit down. So we ended up going to Starbucks, but I'm really looking forward to a coffee shop, a Portuguese pastry shop, you know?
That's it. How much did this bill come to, right?
17 euros. Of course, we're at the airport. It's already expensive even in Brazil, right? But that's the amount we just spent.
If I'm not mistaken,
Starbucks isn't in Brazil anymore. It closed, right? It closed in Brazil.
I don't know if all of them, but many closed. Leaving Lisbon airport now. We're already in our Uber. We couldn't record out there because there was too much luggage and stuff. It filled up the van.
It's not that much luggage.
It's a lot.
3 big suitcases and 2 small ones.
And 2 more backpacks and also the bag with Layla. Look how much it is. And let's go to we booked a hotel for the day here in Lisbon so we could get some rest. And soon we'll show and tell a little more about what this start here in Portugal is going to be like. We're actually pretty tired. The trip was long, but it was a very good trip. The airport structure here is very good too. It's really easy to get here. Getting an Uber is easy, everything is well marked, everything you need is here. Our first impressions on arrival are good.
I'm here taking off the compression socks I wore for the trip, guys, and they helped a lot. At least my feet aren't swollen. That's really important when the flights are longer, especially when you're pregnant.
This one is redder than the other. So you don't feel pain or see swelling? That's what matters.
It's not swollen. Wow, with how long I kept my foot down, for sure, if I wasn't using it, I'd be in trouble.
We're waiting here in the hall for our bags. Waiting until we can get into our apartment. Franca stayed there resting. There are a few things to do. One of them is to buy a bed for Layla, because we didn't bring one since it didn't fit in the luggage.
Layla arrived without a bed, just in the little bag.
And here I am, so I came to the neighborhood, right? Here I see there's already a supermarket, Pingo Doce, really close by. So I think I'll get our lunch here. Wow, it's like 10 meters from where we are. And first, I'll go there to buy a little bed for Layla then. I'm tired, but you know when you really want to go out and see how things are? So I can't hold myself back. There must be people who relate to me, and there must be people who relate to Franca too, who stayed there resting. But of course, since she's pregnant, already going into the 7th month, we need to help. Tired? Yes, we're tired, but we have to help. So let's go. So she ends up needing to rest more, and the trip was really long, she couldn't sleep very well. I even managed to take a few naps, but that's it. We're in Lisbon. The first thing I want to talk about is the weather. I already like it. It's showing 14 degrees, but there's some warmth in the air and a nice little chill. Just the kind of temperature I like. If you wear pants, put on a light sweatshirt and you're already warm. A little bit of sun, so it's perfect. But I noticed that people here are really bundled up, wearing overcoats, even with this temperature. For us from the south, who are used to a little bit of cold, it's very similar to Santa Catarina. Really, really chill. Now, if you're watching this video from the north, the northeast, Rondonia, Roraima, any hot place like Mossoró or Teresina, then you're going to feel cold because it's always hot there, right, folks? Mato Grosso. Cuiabraça, oh my god. You said Portugal was the land of station wagons. I'm already spotting one I've never seen before. Focus? Here's a BMW. Here's something called a Fabia from Skoda. That's a Leaf. Over there's a Mercedes too, a station wagon. There are a lot of Mercedes station wagons and a lot of station wagons over there. Still, some surprises with different cars here. There's another Passat station wagon. Really a lot, huh? Let's go. Let me find it. Look, the pet shop is here. Found it. Here's a Volvo station wagon, huh? My brother already goes nuts. Look, here's my first purchase in Portugal. A little bed for Layla. Look at that. My first purchase is a little bed for Layla. Some people still believe we don't care for Layla properly. I paid 26 euros. I think there are places where it's cheaper, but since she needs it for today, right? I went with this one. She likes a smaller bed. She likes to sleep all curled up, so that's it. The lady who helped me was super nice, and that's it. Now Layla will be able to sleep in her little bed. This is going to be our room for the first day here in Lisbon. I've put some suitcases here since the room is small. You have to keep them here or it won't all fit. So we booked this place because of this, since we're here to rest but also want to cook. So here's the microwave, there's a sink, a fridge, a stove, and we have utensils here for us to use.
Que a gente ainda não tem nada, tem um joguinho de prato, televisão, tem uma cafeteira.
Meu principal, a cama.
And a bed.
Oh, I really need it.
There's a large window that makes it airy and keeps the place well ventilated. Layla's new little bed is right there. She's about to lie down again. Everyone just wants to rest.
Take a shower and sleep, guys, with no plans at all.
I'm going there now to buy food and water. We don't have any more water here. The last bit we had, we already drank. And then after that, take a shower and rest. This here is the bathroom. Well, it's pretty small, but it's not that small, right? It's got a shower stall. It's really nice, all renovated. Everything is brand new, really cool. I wanted to film at the market, but I had my hands full. It didn't work out, so I'm going to show you the first things we bought here. Look. 4 papos secos, which are little breads. They're not exactly like our French rolls, but they're the same shape and really tasty. I bought some ready-made chicken here for us to have for lunch. This one is 3 euros. I had checked the price before. 3 euros and 15 cents for a dozen eggs. Milk.
Milk?
Butter, since I couldn't find requesón, I couldn't find those things, but butter, there were 1,000 types of butter, cheese.
168, the cheese, I was shocked.
Yeah, and ham too, soap, and a 6-liter jug of water. The water is also really cheap.
We're here at the neighborhood market, right? It's not the cheapest.
It must be the sweetest one. Pingo Doce also has the big ones.
It came to 16 euros.
16 euros and 28.
If I didn't have to convert?
And I paid for the bag too. The bag wasn't very cheap. Let me see, thermal bag, Missy. 90 and
99
cents. It's very sturdy. The woman asked me, "Do you want a bag?" I looked at her and said, "Yes, I do."
E esse papo seco a gente já comeu lá na casa do Fernando e da Maria, que tinha uma padaria portuguesa lá perto da casa deles. Então a gente já sabe que é bem gostoso.
Let's relive some memories because I used to love eating some papo seco.
Let's have lunch. Look at this. Look at that crunch. And it's still warm. It's warm because I took it straight out of there. Now you just need to spread a little butter, some chicken. The butter is already melting. Yeah, bread with butter is just too good, right?
Anywhere in the world.
It's better than a lot of people. And after a lot of rest, we're heading out here in Lisbon, right, Francie?
First time taking a walk here in Lisbon. We're really excited, but we're a little far from downtown, right, Edu? We're really close to the airport. It's less than 10 minutes away. We couldn't figure out which neighborhood this is, but it's somewhere around the airport.
That avenue over there, look, is Avenida Brazil. So, if you know this area of Lisbon, we're right next to Avenida Brazil. Let's take a little walk with Layla so she can do her business. Come on, Layla. So let's take a ride to the tourist area here in Lisbon. The weather is really nice. It feels like 10 degrees because there's no sun and there's a little bit of wind. It's really nice, and that's it. Let's start getting to know Portugal.
Layla is already inside the little bag, so we can get an Uber. Yeah, there's also the option of taking a bus to the city center. The ticket is about €1.50, so it would be €3 for me and Edu. But given our situation, right, with the pet and me being 7 months pregnant, so we're going to take an Uber, which is somewhere between $5 and $5.70. Actually, it's not Uber, it's another app they use here in Portugal.
Bolt, é a Uber de Portugal.
É um pouquinho mais barato do que o Uber. Mas pra gente qualquer um, €2.
It already makes a real difference.
Right? Let's try it.
We're about 20 to 25 minutes from downtown, but ideally, we should really stay close to the tourist spots, you know, where the historic center is. But since our plan was more about relaxing, we ended up staying here near the airport, and also because there will be something new in the next video. Stay tuned. And this place is in a strategic location for this second part of the trip that we're about to tell you about, right, Edu?
That's right. The idea was to arrive, stay really close to the airport, and go rest right away. Today we felt like going for a walk, so that's what we're doing, but the real excitement begins tomorrow.
We're really excited.
On a one-way track. Now I know.
And we've arrived at the first tourist spot here in Lisbon.
Dom Pedro Quarto Square.
And do you know why we chose to come here? because we had to enter an address for the Uber a little closer to the historic center. That's actually it, but it's full of tourists here and the square is really beautiful. It's a bit chilly, right, Mom? There's a cool breeze.
It's just the way I like it.
It's really nice, actually.
what it means to grow old. Yeah, now I know.
And right next to here is Praça da Figueira, and we noticed that a lot of tours start from here. Look, you've got those open-top buses. There are a lot of taxis around here too, and the tuk-tuks on the other side. Beautiful square. There are the old trams.
The time I got, it is just enough to get by. Yeah, it is just enough to get by.
The weather today is cloudy. It's kind of cold. I don't think it's very nice to ride a tuk-tuk. And it costs about 80 euros per hour going through the neighborhoods here. And then you can choose 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour, 2 hours, an hour and a half, you get to choose. There are some packages like that, depending on the neighborhoods. It seems pretty cool. Maybe we'll do one sometime. Today it's going to be a little walking tour, just on foot, to get to know the city. Now we've entered the beautiful Rua Augusta, and we're going to walk down, heading toward the river. Music! Let me tell you something. There are so many types of food and food smells that I'm already getting hungry.
Music, but it's already noon too.
Right? So yeah, it's already time for lunch.
We started to think.
Those are chestnuts. That's really tasty. I think I'm going to buy some.
I don't know it, honey.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but they roast chestnuts over coals. It's traditional. I think I'll try it. Good morning. Good morning. Please, a dozen. What are they called? Roasted chestnuts. Roasted chestnuts. Okay, those. Sweet or salty? Okay, I didn't understand.
It's sweet.
Is it sweet? Yes, but don't you add sugar?
No, it's salt.
Coloca sal, mas é doce.
And then does it become sweet? Does it become sweet? In the music. I think you're tricking me, but that's fine, right?
Eat and you'll see.
I'll eat then. Thank you.
You're welcome. Chestnut is naturally sweet.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
The sun just adds color. Okay.
And it comes with the shell. Look how beautiful this is. Look at this. Thank you. And it's hot, okay? What a nice smell. It's sweet.
That's why he said it needs salt and it's sweet.
And it's delicious.
So now that it's peeled, right? Put it in my mouth.
It's really hot, nice and warm. Tasty, right?
Guys, it's really delicious. Delicious.
I'm already happy that I've already gotten a taste of Lisbon. And it was something I was really curious about because I saw people eating it in videos, and in just a few minutes I was able to try it. You can see that the line at the Santa Justa elevator is long, so let's leave it for another time. Let's continue our walk towards the Tagus River.
Sometimes I understand I'm making all the wrong demands.
They were making them over there on the other side. Here are the flavors. Look, pistachio, tiramisu. Vanilla cream, there's the traditional one, vegan, apple with cinnamon and white chocolate. Which one would you like?
I was going to start with the traditional one.
Okay. Isn't it going to be today?
To start, it will, but now I'm not sure. It's just for dessert, right, honey?
Then we'll have another one later.
And this place here was on our wish list, look. Mantegaria, just a factory for custard tarts. They say it's very traditional here in Lisbon. Guys, a batch is coming out here. Look, how delicious.
Que delícia.
Here they only make the traditional one, but look at this. Thank you. And here the lady is making the dough. Look, just like she did for lunch. Look, there's the cream. Look, the traditional one, right? And look, the line to buy here.
Look, I don't even know what to say, guys, because we've walked, I think, about 200 meters, and we're already going to eat for the second time. Pastéis de nata.
Even though we saw those with different flavors, we wanted to start with the traditional one.
Let's get to the point. Wonderful, crunchy on the outside, creamy on the inside. How delicious.
It's complicated to walk through the streets here in Lisbon, guys. On the side where we were eating the pastel de Belém, now there's another pastry shop, and look at this, full of quindim.
Full of, look at this.
It never pays in the end, but still.
Good thing I already did the glucose tolerance test for the 3rd trimester of pregnancy. My results were great, and I'll be able to eat sweets.
Francie is already shocked by the prices. Francie is personal.
The thing is to come here with an empty suitcase. Because look, there are boots for 39 euros, and down here there are some beautiful ones for 29.
Não tá tão bonitas assim, mas esses coturnos aí estão bem baratos.
And we just saw a wool coat for 29 euros, guys. A really beautiful coat, you know? And that's even with us being in the city center, right? There are also outlets here in Lisbon that we should visit and show you. Guys, the cheapest one here is 19 euros. This coat right here, this coat here.
19 euros. And the little bag underneath is 9.
It's kind of woolly, you know? Really cheap, right?
It's a good thing we can't buy it, because we don't even have anywhere to store it for now.
But there's a crucial detail here. I don't have any clothes, nothing fits me anymore. And it was summer in Brazil, so I had bought some summer maternity clothes. Then in the end, they didn't fit anymore either. I only had about 2 or 3 pieces that still fit, and for winter, I have nothing left.
So that's it, the clothes?
Yeah, so I'm like this with a pair of pants, a jacket, and some t-shirts. My situation is pretty rough. I'm going to have to spend some euros. Honey, get ready.
I'm here, moving on like before. I'm yearning to reach the shore.
We arrived at Praça do Comércio. This place is so beautiful, isn't it? And right here next to us, there's already a guy flying. It's crazy. Praça do Comércio is considered one of the most beautiful squares in Europe. On the banks of the Tagus River, this was the gateway for those arriving in Lisbon. Here were the docks, where kings and heads of state who visited Portugal would disembark. In the center, there is a statue of Dom José I mounted on his horse. A sculpture by Machado de Castro placed in the square in 1775. The first time we saw the Tagus River. And look, it's freezing out here. It's really cold, there's a lot of wind. It's about 10 degrees, but the wind chill drops a lot here by the river because there's a lot of wind, but the river is huge and beautiful. The Tagus River is the longest river in Portugal with a total length of about 1,100 kilometers. A lot of food, a lot of drinks. Just look at these big tables here. Everyone is here enjoying happy hour. Although it is only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The Ribera market was inaugurated on January 1st, 1882. It underwent successive renovations and expansions. And in June 1893, a fire destroyed a large part of the market. The public market is there, Time Out Market, Lisbon. And out here, there's also a little street market. A lot of things, gifts, clothes, costume jewelry. Drinks. And look, to dry the clothes, you just hang them outside the window.
Yeah, in Brazil, that's strange, right? People don't do that, but here in Europe, in Portugal, and I read that in Italy and other countries, it's very common.
I think I know why. Because in Brazil, there's a lot more sun?
Yeah, that's true. We can't hang anything outside the buildings, right?
We can. Buildings. And we'll wrap it up here, folks. These were our first hours here in Lisbon, Portugal.
With lots of good food.
We're enjoying it, but there's a lot more adventure coming up.
By the way, we're leaving the hotel now because we're looking for this new adventure, so stay tuned for the next video. See you then, everyone. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye. Bye.